Hey my friends, welcome to Irene Bisasso Hoem Network, and if you are new, consider subscribing. And today I'm going to talk about typical Norwegian things that I find very funny. I've lived here, if you don't know me, I've lived here for now 13 years, and I remember that when I came to Norway, the first job I got was to be a student representative. For like 3 years, I was presenting the international, my perspective of Norway to new students that come to the university at NTNU here in Trondheim. And so there are a lot of things then I find that they were really interesting or like typical Norwegian that maybe now I'm used to them. Maybe I don't find them like typical like the way I thought. But let me share them with them. Some of them I still find them really interesting. One of them is the thing askapodu. Yes, it's like telling you I'm going to the toilet. Yeah, I'm coming from Uganda, and you tell the person excuse me, and then you go. But then you don't like for example, I find it a little bit like funny or typical Norwegian is when we are with the colleagues and we are working, and then somebody is going somewhere and then say askapodu, I'm going to the toilet. Or in a house where you live in a house, a husband and a wife and a kid, and then somebody comes from another room and comes where you are and they say askapodu, I'm going to the toilet. I'm like, no, I don't. You don't have to inform me all that. But I find it funny, and the funny part of it is that one of my sons, when he was we were teaching him to stop using the diapers, so I used to tell him this duskapodud mositi mama at duskal bashason, that when you are going to the toilet, tell me that you are going to do for the long call, so that I know, like I was teaching him to go to the toilet. And now being a Norwegian of informing you as kapodu, now he added on informing me is going to do the long call, you know. And all the times I had, what is the English word? Like when you teach someone something and you have to like stop to try to, what is it, uproot it out of him. So that one I find it typical Norwegian of informing as kapodu, going to the toilet. Because adults, especially adults, kids I can understand, but adults, colleagues or wherever you are, somebody informs you I'm going to the toilet all the time, and I find it very typical Norwegian. Yes, in Uganda you inform a person, but you say excuse me, you don't, and then you just go whether you are going out to cough or whatever it is, but you don't inform in detail I'm going to the toilet. So that one was really typical Norwegian. Before I say anything, Norwegians out there, I hope you don't feel offended. I'm just saying things that I used to find, and some I actually find them really typical Norwegian or funny. So I hope you don't get offended. Speaking on the toilet issue, another thing that I find like it really interesting is that when a person comes to visit you and then tells you that like ask, can I go to your toilet? Can I use your bathroom? Yes, that one we do it, but the Norwegian way is like somebody, like maybe I visit my sister or the relative of my relatives or a friend, I've been going to his or her place again and again, and I know where the bathroom is. From my culture, I don't say excuse me, can I use your bathroom? I said that one once. When, for example, it's my first time and I don't know where the bathroom is. But if I've visited you and I know where the bathroom is, I don't ask again, can I use your bathroom? I don't know whether it's me, but I find it funny that somebody has been coming to your place, you are friends for many years, and ask you if it's okay to use your bathroom. Of course it's okay. So other thing that I find funny is the bus. When Norwegians sit on the bus, actually it's considered rude if you sit next to another Norwegian if there is a free place. So what happens, I'll show you a photo. What happens is that people sit one by one. You find there may be a bus, you sit one by one and you don't talk to strangers, you know. And that one is really interesting because what happens if, for example, if there is no place, of course, to sit alone, somebody will sit next to you. But what happens is that when they sit next to you and they want to get off the bus, they don't tell you like, excuse me, I'm getting off. somebody, they don't tell you that, excuse me, I'm going off the bus. So somebody will start packing off their bags and the body language to show you, can you pass? Like, for example, if this overhead of mine is another person, will start packing the things and the bag to show me that he wants to go, but will not tell me, can I go? That one is really funny. And then another thing that I find is this sound. I remember before I learned Norwegian, I think the first 2 words I was hearing, there was this men and this yeah, they have that sound of yeah when it's inside. I remember I used to find these old people on the bus when I was coming from the university, and then they are going to town to enjoy their lives, and then 2 old beautiful women seated and talking. Yeah, so these beautiful men, you could hear them talking bra bra bra, and then you just hear yeah, yeah, and it's so interesting. But now, because I know Norwegian, I don't hear it so much like the first time, because we can be talking and we have a way. Another thing that is interesting, my husband is a Norwegian, so you could tell me a story and I'm looking in his eyes, I'm listening, I'm following. And in Uganda, we have, at least you say, oh yeah, like you say something, but not oftenly. So what happened, they say you have to be responding to show you are following, like say yeah, yeah, you follow a lot. So for me it was a little bit hard to start with, to always like respond with those things. And another thing is the name title. I remember, like here, if somebody is a professor or a doctor, like you just call Irene. You don't start say Dr. Irene or Professor Irene. And where I come from, if somebody is a professor or a doctor and you just call her Irene or whatever, we'll be offended. But here, a professor or what, they just present themselves Ragnhild or Hilde or Idal. They don't put on the titles, and that goes also to the boss. Here, the relationship between a boss and like my boss, we are almost here. He has more responsibility, but the reason, like in Uganda, the boss will be so, he's up there and you are here. No, it's not like that. Boss, we are almost the salary and the responsibility, but the way we relate to is really like, yeah. If you live in Norway, you can understand. So there isn't all that lot of this difference there, which is a good thing. And another typical Norwegian thing is the heater, the cabins. Almost most people have cabins. I don't have a cabin yet, and it's my dream to have one. But I've been to the cabin, to the heater, and it's amazing. My first time, that is another video, but it's amazing. So Norwegians love heater on Easter holidays and around winter. They go to heater tool. Normally Friday people are going, and then they come back on Sunday evening, or other people they can work Friday. Yeah, another thing is the Friday. I think I have a lot of things I share. I think a lot. So what I'll do, I'll stop and then continue with another part. I think I'll look, because there's some typical Norwegian things, summer and all that. But let me now talk about even at work. There's that Friday. On Fridays, people have like, they work a little bit less. No, what I mean, like maybe 30 minutes, and then they have cake, some workplaces, and then they go home, pick kids, and then maybe go to the heater. So that is really typical Norwegian heater, and I hope I get one. I don't have one myself, but one day I'll take you to my heater. But I've been the heater. People even share if they have relatives who have them, or you can rent. It's beautiful cottages. Some they take you back to like no electricity, no water. I have to pick water. I remember the first time we went, it was frozen, so I had to melt the ice in order to have water. It's really, really amazing. Another thing that I want to talk about, I think I should stop here, but I find it really interesting, is people getting drunk on weekends. Try to take a bus on an evening Friday. In Norway, people start at home, they drink and get drunk at home, and then they go out. So by the time they go out, they're already drunk. So, and then they are different. One time we were on the bus and somebody said Norwegians are normal are normal when they are drunk. I mean, they are social, they are talking to strangers on the bus and all that. They are free and happy and contacts So Friday evening, Saturday, that is the time when people are drunk on the buses, students, it's something else. But other days, no. So if somebody is drunk on a Monday, Tuesday, I think then that is a alcohol issue. It's a different issue. But this drinking I'm talking about is a social thing, and it's really amazing because people can, like, somebody you can find somebody doesn't know you, they talk to a stranger, but in Norway people love their personal space, and it's considered rude to talk to a stranger, you know. But on those days, people take contact, they ask you, they even, like one time I was with my sister, we are out, and this guy was asking us, like, are you going to the party after this? Should I come? Do you have wine at your places? And we're like, no, we don't take, no, please. And I remember, this is something you cannot, you know, on normal day, nobody will talk to you like that. Nobody will take contact like that, no. So that is really interesting. But I think I should stop here. And I'll come back with more because I have lots and lots of things. I've lived here for 13 years. I've experienced lots of things, and some are funny, some are interesting. But let me share this before I go. The shoes. In Norway, you don't enter somebody's house with the shoes. You leave the shoes on the hylla. When you enter, I'll show you. When you enter in the hallway, there's a nice place where you put the shoes. Whether it's a party, whether it's not, whatever. And unless you take with your inner school, like unless you take with another pair of shoes that you are supposed to put on while you are inside. Even at school, when we take kids, they have the normal shoes, and then they have the inner school, the one they put on inside. So shoes, you come to a Norwegian house, you come to my house, leave the shoes on the door. On the door. And in Uganda, no, people, they have this doormat, and they clean the shoes, and then they enter maybe with the shoes. I don't know, maybe the culture has changed there, but when I grew up, people were, you clean, and then they were coming inside with the shoes. If they are big people, but here, whether you were minister, you're gonna remove your shoes when you enter a Norwegian house. It's considered polite. And I totally understand, why isn't that everybody doing that? I've been to other countries, come in, and then you go inside with the shoes. And when you're Norwegian, or you've lived here like me, you feel bad. It's uncomfortable that you are taking your dirty shoes in somebody's house. Why isn't that everybody's doing that? So you're gonna visit a Norwegian, remove your nice dirty shoes. Yes, I have a lot of things. I think I should just stop here, and then I'll make another video because it's gonna be a big video. But there is another thing of the Rus. Like, let me stop with this one. I really have to stop with this one. That one in May. Oh, should I say that? No, let me share this one of the what I find very funny. I'll tell Rus on the next video. But that of having the royal family's photo in the toilet. Hello? The first time I saw it, I was like, am I saying wrong? Because I went to this hitta, the cottage, and they had the current king and the queen in the toilet, a big photo, you know, and I'm like, okay, because in my country, we have a king. I'm a Muganda, we are from Buganda region, and the photo of the king is in the living room. And after some years, I got a chance to meet the crown prince and the wife, who will be the king and the queen in the future. And I met them, and I have a photo of me and them, but I can't put it in the toilet. So it's in my living room. You come and visit me, it's in my living room, because that's what we do. But in Norway, you find in the heater, or some even houses, you find it in the toilet. And don't get me wrong, it's not that they don't love their king or royal family. They adore them, they love them, they respect them, but they put their photos in the toilet. Can a Norwegian explain that to me? I've never actually asked it. If you're a Norwegian, please tell me and share with some of the things that are very fun. Next time, I'm going to start with the rules, and I'll tell you all about that. Yes, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Take care and bye. Remember, if you're new to our channel, subscribe. Bye.